You're welcome to another day at the Binary Options University. And today happens to be the last module of the challenge. And today is that day when we have reached the climax of this memorable challenge. And and we hope that we have been able to impact every one of you and also equip you with the basic tools to begin the journey, your trading journey. Okay, so we hope that our institution, the Banner Ocean University, has been able to impact everyone with the necessary tool that will facilitate or fast track your education or your trading journey. Okay, so at the end of today, you're also going to learn a way of trading the financial market in a different way. Okay, so today is that day when every one of you will learn how to trade the CFD stocks with the hamster pattern. Okay, so you're still using the same principles, entry principles. Okay, but the only thing that is different with stock trading is the mechanism of exiting your trade. Okay, so stocks trading is very lucrative, and it has so many advantages, and it's very friendly. It's very newbie friendly. Let me put it that way. Okay, so it is friendly enough for new traders to understand, and it is it's very easy for new traders um, to play in this industry. Okay, so for new traders who have no previous experience in the financial market, it is advisable to test your trading acumen or your trading capacity by trading the stocks market. Okay, so CFD stocks. Okay, so binary options is still the most lucrative, and we we cannot trade the binary options for any other instrument, because when you realize that when you discover the potential of binary options trading, you might not want to trade any other derivative again. Okay, because binary options trading gives you the opportunity. It presents you the opportunity to trade and determine and plan your trade. Okay, so what I mean by that is this: you cannot do this with any other derivative. Okay, so CFD stocks, commodity, or forex, you place your trade and then you are waiting for the trade to move in a particular direction. Okay, and so you make money by the movement. Okay, so but in binary options trading, you are not after the how long, or how you are not after the length of a move. Okay, so if a particular asset moves by just one pip, you've made your money in binary options. So binary options trading gives you the opportunity to trade just the slightest of moves. Okay, so it is very, very attractive for those who don't have the time to monitor the market, or who don't have the time to monitor the progress of a market. Okay, so it's also suitable for those who don't want to tie down their capital or their money for too long. Okay, so if you just want to tie down your money for a short time frame or a short while, your binary options trading is a very, very excellent derivative. It's a very excellent it's a very good way of trading without tying down your trading balance for too long. Okay, so and also with binary options trading, you are in full control of your return on investment, and you know beforehand how much you stand to make from the particular trade. Okay, so it is only binary options trading that can enable you to determine or predetermine how much you can make from a particular trade. Okay, so other derivatives depend on the movement and the extent of a move. Okay, so and it depends, every other derivative depends on how far a currency moves. Okay, so but in binary options, you don't need a particular asset to move for too long, or you don't need it to move in a very bullish or bearish way. You don't need the asset to move for an extended distance. Okay, so you don't need it to move the distance. Okay, so binary options trading gives you the opportunity to trade an asset that just moves by 1 pip or by 2 pips. Okay, so binary options trading is very, very attractive and is lucrative, and the return on investment is predetermined. Okay, so before you enter a trade, you know how much you stand to gain or stand to profit from a particular trade. Okay, so before entering a trade, you know whether you're making 70% or 60% or 80% or 90%. So you already know, and this aids the planning. Okay, this supports a trading plan. Okay, when you know how much you stand to gain from trading, or from trading a particular asset, you can project into the future, and you can actually estimate how much you can make in a month or in a year. Okay, so binary options trading is the only derivative that gives you the privilege to predetermine or project into the future, and estimate your profit making potential. Okay, so you can plan ahead, and then you can plan your life and plan your trades. Okay, so binary options trading has a lot of advantages, and these are just one of the few of the advantages that binary options trading carries. Okay, so it's really nice to trade binary options. Okay, but you must trade it with real caution, because it has a capacity to win over your attention, and it has a capacity to lead you into playing around with a particular asset. Okay, you don't want to get carried away, and you don't want to forget that you have a trading plan. Okay, so because binary options is very attractive, and it has a very good trading environment, the binary options trading is very attractive. It's very fun. It's a fun way to trade. Okay, because it is a fun way to trade, you might be tempted to to forget. You might be tempted to forget your trading plan or your strategy, and then you might be carried away by how beautiful the platform is. Okay, so binary options trading is real business. It's not a joke. It's not a child's play. Okay, and a lot of people have lost fortunes trading binary options because they failed to respect this particular derivative. They failed to respect binary options, and they traded as if they were gambling. Okay, so binary options trading is not gambling. It's not gambling. It is a legitimate business, and you must treat this as a real business because you don't want to trade with a bad or with a wrong psychology. Okay, so when you're trading binary options, you must trade it with respect, and you must know that you don't have the privilege of a second chance. Okay, so it's either you eat it or you miss it. Okay, so it's win or lose. So if you fail, if you miss a trade and you do not enter a trade well, I don't have you don't have an opportunity, a second chance to redeem yourself. Okay, so it's very important that you have a trading plan, a trading strategy, and then you stick to your strategy. It's advisable to stick to a strategy so that you can master the strategy, and then you can be an authority in using that strategy. Okay, so binary options trading, you must master a strategy, and then you must stick to the strategy, and then you must trust the strategy to produce results for you. Okay, so another thing I would like to emphasize is the news. It is very important that you observe the news, and do not trade during the news release period. Okay, and try as much as possible to space out your trades and make sure that your expiration time does not clash with the next news release. Okay, so it must be at least 5 minutes away from the next news release. Okay, and ensure that your entry does not clash with the news release. Okay, it must also be 5 minutes away from the news release. Okay, so space out your trades. Your entry and your expiration time must be spaced out away, well spaced out away from the news release. And we discussed earlier on that you can check the news release by going through forexfactory.com. Forex, Forex factory, factory.com, forexfactory.com, and they are the authority when it comes to news release and news updates. Okay, so for currencies. Okay, so for the news release for currencies, you go to forexfactory.com, and you make sure that you do not trade high impact. You don't trade during high impact news. Make sure you don't trade the red news. The red news, the news release is color coded. Okay, so go through the Forex Factory and try as much as possible to avoid high impact news, periods where you see a red color coded news. Okay, avoid those periods. And also for the CFDs, if you would like to trade the CFDs using the hamster pattern, ensure that you do not trade around the earnings release. Okay, so you can get the earnings release by going to investing.com, investing.com, invest as in invest, ing. Okay, investing.com. You go to investing.com and you type in the particular stock showing the hamster pattern, and make sure that there is no news release within 5 days of your of your entry. Okay, So once you spot the hamster pattern on any stock, the next thing you need to do is to confirm that there is no news release within 5 days of trading, of spotting the hamster pattern on a particular asset or particular stock. What I mean by that is this. When you see any asset or a stock displaying the hamster pattern, and then you're about to see a confirmation candle form, go straight to investing.com and ensure that there is no news release within 5 days of trading or of your entry. Okay, so make sure that there is no earnings release within 5 days of entry, or within 5 days of spotting or of entering a trade on a particular stock. Okay, so the earnings release must be far away from your entry. Okay, so you make sure that there's no earnings release. Okay, so because the earnings are period of earnings release, those periods are periods of high volatility, so you would like to avoid those periods. Okay, so avoid those periods. Okay, so we've said that, and the next important point that I want every one of you to really pay close attention to is you would want to confirm that the divergence has formed before you enter the trade. And you know what a divergence is. A divergence is divergence in a downtrend is when a lower low on the chart is producing a higher low on the RSI. That's the RSI divergence. Okay, and the divergence in an uptrend is when a higher high is producing a lower high on the RSI. The RSI is displaying a lower high, while the chart is producing a higher high. Okay, so that's the divergence. Okay, so what we are going to do now is we are going to watch a video. Okay, we're going to watch a video that is pre-recorded. Okay, so you watch the video, and at the end of the video, I'm going to explain to you why we traded the particular asset, and how and why we traded it. Okay, so while you're watching the video, make sure that you identify the concepts that you have learned during this challenge. Make sure you identify the Bollinger Band and the break through the Bollinger Band, and during the video try to identify the cut back or the retracement back into the Bollinger Band. Then also try to identify the breakthrough, the resistance or support level. Then identify the confirmation candle, and also try to classify the confirmation candle according to what you've learned so far. Okay, so at the end of the video, I will come back to explain why we traded the assets the way we traded them. Okay, so enjoy this short video, and at the end of the video, I'll be right back. Okay.
Well, I don't wanna be on the mic with all these words that I think are right, and I'm a child of details, and when I pin it, it's heads, not tails. Don't you think I lick my wounds, played this game and played the fools? Don't you think that I say la vie? Easy come and easy go. I'll go high when you C'est la vie. And I don't wanna be out of sight. The way I look fills me with fright. You flip a coin and it's heads or tails. I'll call it out when I know I failed. Don't you know I lick my wounds? Played this game and played the fools. Don't you think that I say la vie? Easy come and easy go. You go high when I go low. And don't you think that I feel alone, cigarettes, drink it down, you'll have regrets. Cause I'm the one who fell in love with you. Feel alone, cigarettes, drink it down, you'll have regrets. Cause I'm the one who fell in love with you. Don't you think I lick my wounds? Feel my head above my shoes. Don't you know that I say la vie? Easy come and easy go. Don't you know I'm high then low? And don't you think that I say la vie? Well, I don't wanna be on the mic with all these words that I think are right. And I'm a child of details. And when I pin it, it's heads, not tails. Don't you think I lick my wounds? Played this game and played the fools. Don't you think that I say la vie? Easy come and easy go. I'll go high when you go low. Don't you think that I say la vie? And I don't wanna be out of sight. The way I look fills me with fright. You flip a coin and it's heads or tails. I'll call it out when I know I failed. Don't you know I lick my wounds? Played this game and played the fools. Don't you think that I say la vie? Easy come and easy go. You go high when I go low. And don't you think that I feel alone, cigarettes, drink it down, you'll have regrets. Cause I'm the one who fell in love with you. Feel alone, cigarettes, drink it down, you'll have regrets. Cause I'm the one who fell in love with you. Don't you think I lick my wounds? Feel my head above my shoes. Don't you know that I say la vie? Easy come and easy go. Don't you know I'm high then low? And don't you think that I say la vie? think are right, and I'm a child of details. And when I pin it, it's heads, not tails. Don't you think I lick my wounds? Played this game and played the fools. Don't you think that I say la vie? Easy come and easy go. I'll go high when you go low. Don't you think that I say la vie? Out of sight, the way I look fills me with fright. You flip a coin and it's heads or tails. I'll call it out when I know I failed. Don't you know I lick my wounds? Played this game and played the fools. Don't you think that I say la vie? Easy come and easy go. You go high when I go low. And don't you think that I feel alone, cigarettes, drink it down, you'll have regrets. Cause I'm the one who fell in love with you. Feel alone, cigarettes, drink it down, you'll have regrets. Cause I'm the one who fell in love with you. Don't you think I lick my wounds? Feel my head above my shoes. Don't you know that I say la vie? Easy come and
Welcome
easy.
back, and I hope you were able to identify the trend, and I hope you were able to identify the confirmation candle, and I also hope you were able to identify the retracement and then the trend continuation, and I hope you were able to identify the break of the resistance level, and then I hope you were able to identify the entry point, and also the exit point. Okay, so now what we're going to do is this. I will break down the trade, and then I would explain why we exited at certain times at a certain level, and I will explain the difference between the exit criteria of binary options and CFD stocks trading. Okay, so like I earlier explained, they both have the same entry criteria. Okay, but the exit criteria or mechanism is quite different. Okay, so let's start from the beginning, okay, so that you guys will understand what I mean by this. Okay, so this is Verizon. Okay, so this is Verizon. Verizon is an telecoms company. Okay, and so we started the day, this particular trading day. We started by scanning the market. Okay, so what we do is we usually scan the market for opportunities in binary options and in stocks. Okay, so we do basically these two. So it works perfectly well. The hamster works well with Forex, but most professional traders don't dabble into too many things. Okay, so they are specialized in certain areas of the market. Okay, so we are specialists in binary options, and stock trading. Okay, so the hamster pattern works very well for the stock, and the first thing you need to do is to scan the market for opportunities. Okay, so you need to scan the market for the hamster pattern setup. Okay, so what you need to do is to go through the directory of stocks, and then you scan through the market. You go through each stock and check, because it's very important you familiarize yourself with each stock if you would like to trade stocks. It's very good to familiarize yourself with stocks. It does no harm to learn the fundamentals of each stocks. You must know what is pushing the stock up or down. A good understanding of fundamental analysis will give you a better understanding of a move or of the condition of the particular asset. Okay, so it's always better to understand the stock. Okay, so you go to investing.com. Once you've decided on a stock and you've seen a stock displaying the hamster pattern before confirmation, before the formation of the confirmation candle, it is good to go and do an analysis, a fundamental analysis of the particular stock. Okay, so what you need to do is you scan the market for you're looking for a trading setup. You're looking for the formation of the hamster pattern. Okay, so you go to your broker and then you click on the stock, and then you go through the stocks list, the list of assets in each industry. Okay, so Verizon is in the telecoms industry. Okay, so the moment you spot a particular stock showing this kind of pattern, okay, you know this is the hamster pattern. Okay, and the next thing you need to do is to go straight to investing.com to check the next earnings release date. Okay, so you don't want to trade too close to the next earning release date. Okay, so you want to trade far away from the earnings release. Okay, so what you want to do is this: you check for a stock showing the hamster pattern. Okay, so what is hamster pattern? I'm sure you guys have mastered the pattern by now. We've been talking about the hamster for so long, you know, for like 9 days. Okay, so it's not a new thing, it's not a new concept to any one of you. Okay, so everyone should know the hamster pattern by now. Okay, but let's go through it together. Okay, so you are looking for stocks that will cross the Bollinger Band. Okay, so you want a cross of the Bollinger Band like this. Okay, and then you also want a cross on the RSI. You want a cross on the RSI chart. Okay, so once you have seen that happen, okay, you want a cut back. You're looking for a cut back. You want a cut back inside the Bollinger Band. You want price to move from outside the Bollinger Band to inside. Okay, so you want a cut back from the outer Bollinger Band to the inner Bollinger Band. Okay, so you want price to retrace back into the band. Okay, so the next thing you're looking for is you want price to close down. You want price to close down, to cross the previous support level. Okay, so as soon as price crosses the previous support level, the next thing you're looking for is you want a confirmation candle to form, and you want to ensure that the price does not cross the Bollinger Band again. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is to wait for a confirmation candle. In this case, you can see the beautiful hammer. This green hammer is so lovely. Okay, so let me repeat it. So you want the price to go and cross the Bollinger Band, which is a sign of of strength. You want the price to cross the Bollinger Band, okay, and then you want the price to retrace back into the Bollinger Band, and then you want price to continue within the Bollinger Band, and then you want the formation of a confirmation candle within the band, not outside the band. As soon as you see the confirmation candle within the band, the next thing you want is to check and to confirm that the divergence is obeyed. As you can see, this is a lovely divergence. Okay, so you trace this level down. You can see this the higher low on the chart produces the higher low. Okay, so but the next level is here, so you trace it down. You see this level, when compared to this level, is a higher low. Okay, so this level on the chart is the lower low. Okay, so a lower low is producing a higher low. Okay, so whenever the chart does not agree with the RSI, whenever the candlestick chart does not agree with the RSI chart, it's called a divergence. Okay, and so you can see the divergence, the lower low. Okay, so this is the lower low. This is a low, but this is a lower low. This place is lower, this level is lower than this level, so it's called a lower low. Okay, this level is lower than this level, so it's called a lower low. I hope everyone understands this. Okay, so the lower low is producing a higher low. This level, you trace it down, you trace this level down to the RSI, that's the level, and you trace this level down. Okay, so you can see this level is lower than this level, so you can see that the lower low on the candlestick chart is producing the higher low. Okay, so whenever the lower low on the candlestick chart is producing, you can see it's a lower low. So whenever the lower low is producing a higher low, it's called a divergence. Okay, so you want to confirm that the divergence is obeyed. So in this case, you can see clearly that the divergence is obeyed. So the next thing you want to do is to wait for a confirmation candle. Okay, so as soon as the confirmation candle forms, you place your trade. You come over to the, in this case, you're trading and you're projecting and forecasting that the price will go up. Okay, so the next thing you do is to click a buy. Okay, so you click a buy as soon as the confirmation candle forms. You don't wait for a cut back. You don't wait for a retracement back to the body of the confirmation candle. In the case of CFD stocks, you don't need to wait for a cutback, because CFD gives you have the luxury of time. It's not like binary option that you're dealing with time. You must enter the best time. Okay, but the CFD, you have the opportunity to enter without waiting for a cut back to the body of the confirmation candle. Okay, as soon as the confirmation candle forms in the CFD stocks trading, as soon as the confirmation candle forms, you place your trade in the direction of the new trend. Okay, so this is a buy. You click a buy, so it's a buy. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is before you click a buy, you set your amount, the amount you would like to invest, and then you set your leverage. You have the 20%, 20 times 20 multiplier. That means that if the price moves by 1%, your profit is times 20. That is, if price moves by 1%, you have the profit potential of 20 times 1. That is 20%. If the price moves by 2%, your profit potential is 20 times 2. That is 40%. Okay. Then When you set all this, then you come over to you have to set your auto close. Okay, if you'd like to set an auto close, a level where you want to get out of the market, you can go and set it over here and set your auto close and stop loss level. You set your stop loss level over here. You click on this settings icon here, and then you set your auto close and stop loss. Okay, so we advise that you set your stop loss to 100%, and then you set your take profit to 50%. Okay, so that is one way to exit the market. You set your take profit level to 50%. Okay, so you would also, depending on your trading balance, for those who would like to use a very big trading balance like $10,000, or for those trading with $10,000, okay, you have to, and those people trading with $10,000, you don't need to wait for 50%. As soon as it rises to the level you would like to come out, you can exit the market. Okay, even for those trading with $20,000, you can exit the market. You can choose to exit the market at 2% or even 10%, depending on what you want from the market, depending on your target and your trading capital. Okay, so everyone has a different goal. Okay, so if your goal is to make 50%, you can wait for 50%. If your goal is to make 10%, you can make 10%. If your goal is to make 20%, you can take your 20%. Okay, so the exit is determined by your preferences or your trading goal. Okay, so, and also you have to be aware of the fact that you have support levels around the market. So the support or resistance levels can also be a level where you could exit your trade. Okay, so those are levels that are very hard to breach. Okay, so there are levels that are very hard to cross. Okay, so there are levels where the market will stop and pause and do whatever. Okay, so those are levels that the market find it so difficult to cross. Okay, so you might want to exit also on a very strong resistance level. Like in this case, this level is a strong resistance level, so you might want to exit your trade at that level, which might be before 50% or after 50%, but it depends on what you want from the market. Okay, so your exit is determined by you. Okay, so, and you might want to exit also before the price gets to this middle line. Okay, this middle line is a great line of interest, is a line of great resistance. Okay, so it's the 14-day moving average, the average price in 14 days. Okay, so this level, this line is a very strong area that will prevent price from moving. Okay, so it will either attract price or bounce it back. Okay, so as soon as the price is approaching this middle line, you should exit your trade. Okay, so this is there are many ways to exit the trade. I just told you some of the ways. You can either use the resistance level to exit your trade. At this level, you can place your take profit here. Okay, your auto close. Okay, you can place it here at the level of resistance or at the level of support. You can also exit your trade when the price approaches the middle line of the Bollinger Band. That is a 14-day moving average. Okay, so you can also exit the trade by setting your take profit at 50%. Okay, or whatever you want. It depends on what you want from the market. Okay, so, and you can also exit your trade when the news release is coming very close. Okay, so when the news release is approaching, you can exit your trade also. So always exit your trade before the news release. Okay, so do not keep your trade open while the news release is coming. Okay, so you should exit your trade at least a day before the news release. Okay, so do not keep your trade open while the news release is on or before the news release is approaching. Okay, so you make sure you exit your trade as soon as you realize that the news release is close. Okay, so This is a very good way. So let's play this again so that I can explain to you further. Okay, so you can see clearly. You can follow the the arrow, and you can see clearly the Verizon. Okay, and then you can see that the RSI is obeyed, and you can see the RSI obeyed. You can see that the RSI, you could also draw lines so that you can interpret the RSI better. You can see the blue line drawn on the RSI. Okay, so you can see that the confirmation candle formed over there. The formation of the confirmation candle, you see, that's what led to the increase in price over there. Okay, so this pattern is very effective. Okay, is very effective. Okay, so if you apply it the way you've been taught, you can be rest assured that it will deliver 90% of the time. Okay, so you can be rest assured that it will deliver 90% of the time. Okay, so you have to bear in mind that this is not a holy grail strategy, and it's not 100% accurate. Okay, but you're going to win 9 out of 10 trades. Okay, so you can see clearly from the chart that the formation of the confirmation candle led to the reversal, and then you can see that it's a clear win. Okay, so and you see the candle did not break through the candle did not break through the Bollinger Band again the second time. You see, we want to change it back to the 4 hours, so you can see clearly that the price broke through the Bollinger Band the first time, and then there's a second continuation within the band, which is a cross of the previous resistance level, and then you see the formation of you see it. Can you see the confirmation candle? You see the confirmation candle, very lovely armor, and then you see you can see the resist the level over there. Okay, you see the level. It's always good to use the horizontal. It's always good to use the horizontal line so that you can actually distinguish and differentiate and identify when this thing formed, the confirmation candle and the divergence formed. Okay, you can see clearly that that was a 59% win. Okay, so you can see clearly that the price went up further and even crossed the middle line. Okay, so that's a very nice win. Okay, now let's move on to the next stock. Okay, so you can see there's a cross of the RSI, and you can see the RSI form the divergence very clearly, and then you can see the initial break out of the Bollinger Band over there. Okay, if you trace it up, you can see that there's a break of the upper Bollinger Band. Okay, so the price moved up and broke the upper Bollinger Band. Okay, and then the break of the upper Bollinger Band, you trace it down, you can see that that's the RSI there. If you trace it down, the RSI is over there, so you can see that the chart is showing a higher high. Okay, the candlestick chart is showing the higher high. You can see that is the high, and you can see the corresponding level of the RSI. Okay, so but the RSI is showing a lower high. You see, that's the first level of the RSI. Okay, and that's the second level of the RSI. Okay, so you can see that level is clearly lower than the first level. Okay, so you can see it's so clear, and then you can see the corresponding level on the candlestick chart. Okay, so once this happens, it's a divergence. So the next thing you want to wait for is the confirmation candle, and as soon as the confirmation candle forms, you place your entry, and you can put your exit as 50%. Okay, your auto close at 50%. You can also choose to use the resistance or support levels. You can also use the middle line to exit your trade. Okay, so you can use all this. It depends on your risk tolerance level. It also depends on your goal or your target. Okay, so if your goal is more risk tolerant, and you can actually set the middle line or 50% or more. Okay, but it depends on what you actually want. So the principle of this strategy is that you are getting in at the best time. You are getting in at the best time. Okay, so you are getting into the market. You are entering the market at the best time. So you can see clearly. You can see clearly that it was a clear win. Okay, so you can see it's a clear win. You can see it's 50%, 50.29%. 50.29% profit. Okay, in less than within a day. Okay, so the patterns usually form, and the entry and the exit will usually happen within 2 days, 3 days max. Okay, so if the trade is going against you, okay, it is going to reverse. Because you are entering at the point when the market is very weak. Okay, so do not be afraid if you see the price going against you even up to 80%. It will surely retrace back. Okay, so you have to trust the system. The system will surely bring back the price, and it will surely be in the money. Okay, so you can see the level where you entered. We entered at that level. You can see the level. Our entry is over there. You can see that's our entry, and then you can see our exit. Okay, so that is the entry level. That's the level where the blue line is. That's the entry level, and you can see the move. Very nice, lovely move. You can see that's more than. You can see the move is more than 200%. Okay, but we just want to capture the little. You don't chase too much. Okay, so you capture what you can capture, and with the right balance, you're going to make a lot of money from the market. Okay, so you just want to capture what you can capture. You are not trying to get everything. You are not trying to make the whole profit. Just take what you can take and leave the market. Don't be greedy. Okay, so you take your 50% and leave the market. Okay, so don't chase the 200%. No. Successful traders don't chase the large percentage. They chase the little percentage consistently. Okay, so if you're making 50% consistently, you are going to make a lot of money in the long run. Okay, so ensure that you do not chase trades. Okay, and have a trading plan. Okay, so we've gone through the charts. and we've gone through everything, and I believe every one of you now understands the principles that we've been discussing so far. Um, we started with the trading terminologies, okay, the introduction. Then we went on to the trading terminologies. We talked about the trend. We talked about the range. Okay, so I hope everyone understands the trending market, and I hope everyone understands the ranging market. Okay, then we talked about the broker. We talked about the indicators. Okay, we talked about the divergence. Okay, so and I hope everyone understands what the Bollinger Band is. And then we said that we have different classes of indicators. Okay, and we classify them based on their applications. We classify them based on on the area of specialty. Okay, so we classify them based on the trending indicators, okay, or the trend indicators or the volatility indicator. Okay, so you must have this at the back of your mind. Okay, so the momentum indicator, I hope everyone can still remember the momentum indicator. Okay, so an example of the momentum indicator is the relative strength index that gives you an indication of the momentum and the strength of a move or the strength of an asset. Okay, so and we talked about the Bollinger Band and the Bollinger Band squeeze, and we said that the Bollinger Band is doubles as a trend indicator and also a volatility indicator. And then we said that it's best to avoid trading during volatile periods. Okay, and volatility can be seen. High volatility can be seen on the chart by large candlesticks with very long body or very long body and wick. Okay, so you want to avoid a market that has very long body, long bodied candles. Okay, you want to avoid a market that has too many long bodied candles. You want to avoid a market that has a very narrow Bollinger Band. That is the Bollinger Band is narrow, and it tells you that the market is very low in volatility. Okay, so you want to avoid that also, and then you want to master the basic candlesticks, confirmation candlesticks that we learned. We talked about the Marubozu, we talked about the star, we talked about the hanging man, we talked about the shooting star. Okay, that you must master this candlesticks. Okay, then we also talked about the RSI divergence. We talked about the divergence as being when the RSI does not conform to the candlestick chart. Okay, so whenever there is no correlation, whenever there is no correlation, it's called a divergence. Okay, so it means that the reading on the chart is not what the RSI is detecting. Okay, so the higher high on the chart in an uptrend is producing a lower high on the RSI. We call that a divergence. Okay, and then the lower low on the candlestick chart is producing a higher low that's in a downtrend on the RSI chart. Okay, so we discussed that, and we now went on to the time frame. We said that for a time frame, if you are using a 5 minutes candlestick, your expiration time should be 5 minutes. If you're using a 15 minutes candlestick, your expiration time should be 15 minutes. If you're using a 30 minutes candlestick, your expiration time should be 30 minutes. If you're using the 1 hour candlestick, your expiration time should be 1 hour. Okay, and we said that when you see a confirmation candle after the formation of a hamster pattern, you have to wait for a cut back to the body, to the upper body in an uptrend, or you wait for the cut back to the lower body in a downtrend before you enter your trade. And we also said that you have to wait for you have to trade a full time frame. Okay, so if you are trading 5 minutes expiration time, Okay, you have to trade a full 5 minutes. Don't trade a time less than 5 minutes. Okay, so we also talked about that. Then we moved on, and we said that you can use the hamster pattern to trade CFD stocks and binary options. And we said that it's very important to pay attention to the fundamental, the news release, and the various fundamental, the periods of time or the days when the news will be released. We also talked about that, and then we also talked about the being patient, and then money management. Okay, so we talked about money management, and we said that you shouldn't risk more than 20% of your trading balance on a particular trade. We talked about that, and we said that it is better not to enter a trade than to enter a trade that doesn't obey all the principles or all the criteria of the hamster pattern. Okay, so the Bollinger Band must be obeyed, and the RSI must be obeyed, and then the confirmation candle must also be obeyed. We discussed that also, and then we talked about the broker, that you want to ensure that your broker is regulated by SISEC. Okay, so you have to go and do your thorough research before you select a broker, because you don't want to have problems withdrawing your profits. Okay, so ensure that the broker is regulated by the regulatory authorities. Okay, ensure that your broker is registered under SISEC. Okay, so that's what we discussed also. And then we said that trading is an ongoing process of development. Okay, so you should have the mentality of the palm tree. Okay, so you should have the palm tree approach. Do not try to make all the profit in one day. Okay, we also said that try make sure that you have a trading plan, and you stick to your trading plan. Okay, and we said that if you have the future, you must have a long term bias. You must trade with a long term bias. You must have a long term trading approach. Okay, and we say you should learn from the palm tree. Okay, so we discussed also fear and greed as the two limiting factors or forces in the market. Okay, so a good mastery of the fear and greed, and a good the mastery of these two forces will lead to your dominion and your success in the market. Okay, so you don't allow fear and greed to overcome you as a trader. So we also discussed that, and then we checked the 5 minutes candlesticks. We looked at the 15 minutes candlesticks. We looked at the 30 minutes and the 1 hour, and then we saw across all time frames that the hamster pattern works accurately well. Okay, so we did all this, and then we finally took a look. We were finally checked the stocks chart, and then we also realized, and we discovered that the hamster pattern works excellently well for CFD stocks also. Okay, and we said that new traders should not start with a huge amount of money. Okay, and we said that if you are new to trading, or you are new to the trading game, or you are new to trading the financial instruments, okay, you shouldn't risk more than $500 as a new trader. It's better to start small and build your finances gradually as you become more experienced in the market. Okay, so we discussed that also, and we discussed that the market is divided into sessions. Okay, and it's very important to know the sessions. And then we discussed that the best time to trade is it's during between 11-hour GMT and 16-hour GMT. Okay, these are the best periods to trade the market. Okay, so and we discussed that also, and then we discussed that if after learning this, after passing through this challenge, that it's very important to continue investing in your education. Okay, the Binary Ocean University, there are still so many there are so many things that you still need to learn. Okay, so because learning is an ongoing process, it's a constant and never ending process. Okay, so if you would like to know more, if you would like to learn other strategies, or if you would like to improve yourself more, or you would like a mentor, if you would like to be mentored by one of our instructors, it's very important that you take the 3 months intensive training. Okay, so the 3 months intensive training, which is currently on a discount now. It's currently on a promo right now. So it's very important that you key into what is happening now and invest in your trading education and make sure that you become the best you in this season. Okay, so the 3 months intensive training is a platform whereby you get to learn every day of the week. We have 1 hour of live training session, one-on-one training session with you, and then you get to see the instructors physically. Okay, and the trainings will take place online via one of the platforms. Okay, one of the online teaching platforms. Okay, so but you're going to meet with your own mentor. Okay, every student that enrolled for the 3 months intensive training has a unique mentor or instructor that has been assigned to them. Okay, so you are going to be assigned a mentor. You're going to be assigned a mentor. You'll be assigned an instructor that will guide you through the rigors of the trading the trading industry. Okay, so it will guide you through trading the financial markets. Okay, and your instructor will also do a one-on-one with you on a daily basis. Okay, it will track your trades and then it will instruct you as to how to improve your trade, and then it will spot your errors and correct your mistakes. Okay, so your mentor will also send you a weekly watch list. Okay, so you're going to receive a weekly watch list from the university directly. Okay, so your mentor will also do that for you, and then you have access to our proprietary. You have first option on all our proprietary products. You have first option on all our softwares. Okay, so and then you have access to beta test our software. Okay, so and then you are privileged to receive this software, the beta tested edition. Okay, for a limited period of time. Okay, so you have access to beta testing our software. So it's a very important plan or package. Okay, so if after taking this challenge, if you want to further your education in the financial market, I strongly advise that you enroll for the 3 months intensive training. Okay, the 3 months intensive training is a training whereby you would the instructors, our BOU, Binary Option University instructors, we hold you by the hands and carry you through and lift you through the market and carry you through and teach you all the way until perfection, until you become self-sufficient and confident to trade the market excellently well. Okay, so I advise every one of you to enroll now for the 3 months intensive training before the prices go back up. Okay, so this is the best time to enroll for the 3 months intensive training. Okay, so and also the training is you get to decide on your schedule. You pick the time that best suits your activities or your daily schedule or plan. Okay, so you are going to have that option of deciding on when you want to be trained. Okay, and then your instructor, your unique or your personal instructor. Okay, so your personal instructor will contact you and then will confirm your availability for that particular day. Okay, and then you guys will train, and but we are assuring you that you will be transformed at the end of the 3 months, and then you will become an authority in the binary options or the financial market as a whole. Okay, you become an authority. You become an authority in the financial market. Okay, so I believe everyone has been richly blessed. Um, if you guys have any questions, okay, feel free to send us a mail. Okay, so send us a mail and we will contact you directly. And we will also love to continue fellowshipping with you because every one of you has been inducted into the family, the BOU family. Okay, so your success is top priority to us. Okay, so your success is top priority. Okay, so your success, we repeat that your success is top priority. Okay, and then it will give us so much joy to find out that all our products, all our students, all our students are excelling in the financial market. Okay, so with all this we've discussed, I believe I've been able to do a concise summary of all what we've been learning so far. Okay, so I've talked about fear and greed. Okay, so and I've talked about the indicators. Okay, and I also talked about the hamster pattern. Okay, so we would advise that if the hamster pattern does not form according to the plan, it is better not to trade. Okay, and then never forget to start small and grow big. I repeat, start small and grow big. Okay, I repeat, start small and grow big. Okay, so the journey of a 1,000 miles begins with a step. Okay, so enrolling for this course is a step you guys have taken in the right direction towards purpose and destiny. Okay, so I am looking forward to seeing every one of you at the 3 months intensive training. Okay, so I've had so much fun with every one of you this past 9-10 days. Okay, so I've had so much fun, and I'm so excited about the future. Okay, the future is bright, the future is beautiful. Okay, amidst all what is going on around, I want you to stay strong. I want you to keep believing in yourself. I want you to keep believing in your values. Never be discouraged. Never give up on yourself. Okay, so always believe in yourself, and always know that people won't believe in you until you give them reasons why they should believe in you. Okay, so and then the world is moved by the fruits And so it's your responsibility to produce fruit so that the world will benefit from your fruit, from your impact. Okay? And so I also want to leave you with this. There are no failures in life, you know, and there is nothing called failure to a man who believes in his vision. There are no failures, okay? There are only setbacks. Okay, so what people call failures are just setbacks that are strategically created or preordained by our Maker, our God, to lead us into realms of glory. Okay, so always believe in yourself, never give up. Always believe in your dreams, never give up. Okay, and I just want to tell you guys that a prosperous way is an atmosphere created by a righteous man. A righteous man who downloads and acts on God's instructions. Okay, I want to leave you with another word. Okay, God's word produces global impact at an exponential rate following a divine calendar. I want to leave you with another word. What does not shake you cannot make you. Okay, I want to leave you with another word. You should use the word of God to reshape your world to conform to the standard of God. Okay, so I want to leave you with another word. You have unlimited access to God's hotspot. Why not connect via the Holy Spirit? I want to leave you with another word. Okay, a collection of ingredients in a pot can never become a pot of soup. Without it, your inherent capacity remains latent. Okay, so your inherent capacity remains latent without the heat of life. I repeat, a collection of ingredients in a pot can never become a pot of soup without heat. Your inherent capacity remains latent without the heat of life. Okay, so I'll leave you with another word. Breakthrough lies a step away from the point of greatest pain. Okay, your breakthrough lies a step away from the point of greatest pain. Okay, I want to leave you with another word. You are the city set upon a hill that cannot be hidden, but the hills have different elevation. Okay, so and I want you to know this also. Setbacks are strategic opportunities to radiate more of God's glory. That is His light into the dark world. I repeat, setbacks are strategic opportunities to radiate more of God's glory. And His glory is His light that should be radiated into the dark world. Setbacks are strategic opportunities to radiate more of God's glory, which is His light into the dark world. Okay, and I want to leave you with this. Faith is no excuse for being mentally lazy. Okay, rise up, express your divinity, create something. Okay, so I want to leave you with another word. The just shall live by faith, because you cannot beat the world in the game of hustling. Okay, the just shall live by faith, because you cannot beat the world in the game of hustling. Okay, I want to leave you with another word. Divine wisdom from God supplies you with uncommon ideas and innovative solutions for competitive advantage. I repeat, divine wisdom from God supplies you with uncommon ideas and innovation and innovative solutions for competitive advantage. I repeat, divine wisdom from God supplies you with uncommon ideas and innovative solutions for competitive advantage. Okay, so I want to repeat this. I want to say this again. Money is only an instrument for storing and transmitting value. I repeat, money is only an instrument for storing and transmitting value. Okay, I repeat this. Money is only an instrument for storing and transmitting value. Okay, then I go on to this. Your current weakness is actually a tool that should catapult you to greatness. I repeat, your current weakness is actually a tool that should catapult you to greatness. Okay, then you need to know this. Imagination produces inspiration, and inspiration gives birth to innovation. Imagination produces inspiration, and inspiration gives birth to innovation. Okay, and then you need to know this. When you praise God amidst your trials, you confuse the devil during his behavioral assessment because your reaction is really strange to him. You also need to know this. Predators always track prey for behavioral assessment. They never attack prey with an unfamiliar behavior. This is basically how the devil operates. I want to leave you with this too. The trial and tribulation is just an ambush. You can either walk into it by worrying or through it with an attitude of praise. I repeat, the trial and tribulation is just an ambush. You can either walk into it by worrying or through it with an attitude of praise. Okay? So I repeat, what causes your greatest pain and fear is strategically designed by God to usher you into greater realms of glory. Okay? I hope, I think I have to give you one more again. Okay? An orange seed can never germinate into a maize plant. As the seed of God, you have the capacity to produce the 9 fruits of the Spirit because you carry God's DNA. Okay, so this is so amazing. I've been richly blessed by every one of you. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. We are looking forward to seeing you guys as an institution. Binary Offshore University says, God bless you. We love you. We love you. And we love you. We love you so much. And we cannot wait to have you back. You know, we are looking forward to seeing you guys at the 3 months intensive training where you get to meet every one of us one-on-one and you get to see our faces. Thank you once again for taking this challenge, and I strongly believe that you are moving to the next level, and you are going to achieve great things in life. Okay, so take good care of yourself and see you at the 3 months intensive training. Okay, so bye for now. Bye.